Ladies and gentlemen, in the journey of life, there is a fundamental truth that is often overlooked or dismissed, especially in an age of distraction, social comparison, and endless external demands. That truth is, you are the most important investment you will ever make. Your journey, your progress, and your self-development must be prioritized above everything else. Not in a selfish sense, but because it is only through knowing, nurturing, and developing yourself that you can truly fulfill your purpose in this world. Many people go through life without truly knowing who they are. They walk around wearing labels and identities that society has placed upon them, and they conform to the expectations of others. However, the greatest disservice you can do to yourself is to live a life defined by someone else's terms. You must take the time to know yourself deeply. Self-awareness is the foundation of all personal growth and development. Who are you? What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? What are your passions, dreams, and fears? To focus on yourself is to engage in an ongoing exploration of who you are, not in comparison to others, but as an individual created with a unique purpose. Too often, people measure their worth by comparing themselves to the lives of others. But the truth is, your only competition is who you were yesterday. Self-awareness also means coming to terms with the areas where you need growth. Many people avoid self-examination because it forces them to confront uncomfortable truths about their lives. But I tell you today, there is freedom in truth. The moment you accept who you are, flaws and all, is the moment you begin to unlock your potential for transformation. In today's world, people spend an enormous amount of energy seeking validation from external sources. We seek approval from others. We chase likes on social media. We crave acknowledgement from peers. And we long for recognition from those we admire. But what happens when those external sources of validation are removed? What happens when you don't get the applause, the recognition, or the approval you seek? If your sense of worth is tied to the opinions of others, then you will live your life as a slave to those opinions. The truth is, no one can define your value but you. External validation is fleeting, but self-validation is enduring. It is not enough to receive praise from others. You must learn to praise yourself. It is not enough for others to see your worth. You must recognize your own value. Focusing on yourself means freeing yourself from the chains of external validation and learning to stand firm in your identity, regardless of what others may think or say. You must develop a sense of internal validation that comes from knowing your worth and your purpose, not from seeking approval from the world around you. One of the greatest investments you can make in your life is in your own development. Self-development is not just about acquiring knowledge or skills, but about becoming the best version of yourself. It is about cultivating your mind, body, and spirit in such a way that you are prepared to handle the challenges and opportunities that life presents. Many people spend their lives chasing after material success, but true success is not measured by the things you accumulate, it is measured by the person you become. If you focus on accumulating wealth, fame, or status without developing yourself, you will find that those things can be empty and unsatisfying. On the other hand, if you focus on becoming the best version of yourself, you will find that success in all its forms will naturally follow. Self-development requires discipline. It requires commitment to growth, even when it is difficult or uncomfortable. It means setting goals for yourself and holding yourself accountable to those goals. It means being honest with yourself about your shortcomings and actively working to improve. It means seeking out opportunities for learning, whether through education, experience, or mentorship, and constantly challenging yourself to grow. One of the most powerful forces in the world is belief, not just belief in a higher power, not just belief in others, but belief in yourself. Your ability to achieve greatness is directly linked to your belief in your own potential. When you believe in yourself, you give yourself permission to dream, to aspire, and to pursue the impossible. But belief in yourself is not something that comes easily for everyone. Many people are held back by doubt, fear, and insecurity. They have been conditioned to believe that they are not good enough, not smart enough, not talented enough. But these are lies that the world tells you. You must learn to silence the voices of doubt and embrace the truth of your potential. Focusing on yourself means cultivating a mindset of self-belief. It means affirming your worth, your abilities, and your potential every day, even when the world tells you otherwise. It means refusing to be defined by your failures, but instead learning from them and using them as stepping stones to success. You have the power to shape your future, but it all begins with your belief in yourself. In the pursuit of success and personal development, many people neglect one of the most important aspects of focusing on themselves: self-care. Self-care is not just about pampering yourself or taking time to relax, although those things are important. It is about nurturing your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being so that you are able to operate at your highest capacity. You cannot pour from an empty cup. If you are constantly giving to others without taking the time to replenish yourself, you will eventually burn out. Self-care is about setting boundaries and protecting your energy. It is about recognizing when you need to rest, when you need to recharge, and when you need to step back from the demands of life to focus on your own well-being. Self-care also means taking care of your mental and emotional health. In a world that is constantly pulling you in different directions, it is easy to become overwhelmed, stressed, or anxious. Focusing on yourself means taking the time to manage your mental health, whether through meditation, therapy, journaling, or simply spending time in nature. Your well-being is the foundation of everything you do, and if you neglect it, you will not be able to show up fully in your life. One of the most beautiful aspects of focusing on yourself is the journey of self-discovery. Life is a continuous process of learning and growth, and each day presents an opportunity to discover something new about yourself. But self-discovery requires intentionality. You must be willing to look inward and ask yourself the tough questions. What are your true passions? What makes your heart come alive? What are the things that you truly value in life? What are your dreams and what is holding you back from pursuing them? Too often, people live their lives on autopilot, going through the motions without ever truly discovering who they are. But the moment you begin to focus on yourself, you open the door to a deeper understanding of your true nature. You begin to uncover your purpose, your passions, and your potential. Self-discovery is not always easy, and it often requires letting go of old beliefs, habits, and patterns that no longer serve you. It requires a willingness to step outside of your comfort zone and embrace the unknown. But the rewards of self-discovery are immeasurable. When you know who you are and what you are meant to do, life takes on a new sense of meaning and fulfillment. One of the greatest obstacles to focusing on yourself is the tendency to compare yourself to others. In a world where social media allows us to see the highlight reels of other people's lives, it is easy to fall into the trap of comparison. We see others achieving success and we begin to question our own worth. We see others living the lives we want and we begin to doubt our own path. But comparison is a thief of joy. When you compare yourself to others, you rob yourself of the opportunity to appreciate your own unique journey. Your path is your own, and it cannot be compared to anyone else's. Each person has their own set of challenges, strengths, and opportunities. And it is not fair to measure your progress by someone else's standards. Focusing on yourself means staying in your own lane, trusting your own journey, and celebrating your own victories, no matter how small they may seem. Your mind is the most powerful tool you possess, and mastering it is key to focusing on yourself. Your thoughts shape your reality. What you think about yourself, your abilities, and the world around you determines how you experience life. Therefore, focusing on yourself requires a conscious effort to develop a mindset that is aligned with your goals, dreams, and potential. Many people go through life with a mindset that is filled with limiting beliefs. They think small, act small, and as a result, live small. But focusing on yourself means breaking free from the mental limitations that hold you back. It means challenging the negative thoughts that tell you that you are not enough. It means replacing fear with faith, doubt with determination, and insecurity with confidence. Your mindset is the key to unlocking your potential. When you believe that you are capable of achieving greatness, you will begin to act in ways that align with that belief. You will take risks, pursue opportunities, and push past obstacles because you know that your potential is limitless. But if you allow fear, doubt, and negativity to dominate your thoughts, you will remain stuck in a life of mediocrity. Focusing on yourself means cultivating a mindset of abundance, possibility, and resilience. It means training your mind to see challenges, opportunities for growth, rather than obstacles to be feared. It means focusing on solutions rather than problems and seeing failure as a stepping stone to success. Your thoughts have the power to shape your future. And by mastering your mindset, you can create the life you desire. One of the most important aspects of focusing on yourself is embracing your uniqueness. You were not created to be like anyone else. You have your own set of gifts, talents, and abilities that set you apart from everyone else in the world. But in a society that often values conformity over individuality, it can be tempting to try to fit in or be like others. Focusing on yourself means rejecting the pressure to conform and embracing who you are at your core. It means recognizing that your uniqueness is your greatest asset. The world doesn't need another copy of someone else. It needs you in all your authenticity. Embracing your uniqueness also means letting go of the need for approval. It's human nature to want to be liked, but if you are constantly seeking the approval of others, you will never have the freedom to be yourself. You will find yourself bending and changing to fit the expectations of those around you, and in the process, you will lose sight of who you really are. But when you embrace your uniqueness, you give yourself permission to live authentically. You stop trying to be what others want you to be, and you start living according to your own values, passions, and dreams. You begin to see that your differences are not weaknesses, but strengths. Your unique perspective, talents, and experiences are what make you valuable and what will allow you to make a meaningful impact in the world. Self-discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Focusing on yourself requires a level of discipline that many people are not willing to commit to. It means making sacrifices, delaying gratification, and staying consistent in your efforts, even when it's difficult. Self-discipline is about doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like it. It's about setting goals for yourself and holding yourself accountable to those goals, no matter what distractions or temptations come your way. Without self-discipline, you will find yourself constantly starting things but never finishing them. You will have dreams and aspirations, but you will lack the follow-through to turn those dreams into reality. Focusing on yourself means developing the discipline to stay on track with your goals. It means saying no to the things that don't serve your purpose, even when they are tempting in the moment. It means creating habits and routines that support your growth and success. Discipline is the foundation of all personal achievement, and without it, your potential will remain unrealized. But self-discipline is not just about hard work and sacrifice. It's also about balance. Focusing on yourself means knowing when to push yourself and when to rest. It means understanding that discipline is not about punishing yourself or pushing yourself to the point of exhaustion, but about creating a sustainable path to success. Self-discipline is about being in control of your life, your choices, and your destiny. One of the most important aspects of focusing on yourself is learning to set boundaries. Boundaries are not walls, they are the limits you set to protect your time, energy, and well-being. Without boundaries, you will find yourself constantly giving to others at the expense of your own needs and goals. Many people struggle with setting boundaries because they fear being seen as selfish or unkind. But the truth is, boundaries are an act of self-respect. They are a way of honoring yourself and your priorities. Focusing on yourself means recognizing that you cannot be everything to everyone. You have limited time and energy. And if you are constantly giving to others without setting boundaries, you will burn out. Setting boundaries means being clear about what you need and communicating those needs to others. It means saying no when something doesn't align with your goals or values. It means prioritizing your own well-being, even if it means disappointing others. You cannot pour from an empty cup. And if you do not set boundaries, you will find yourself drained, overwhelmed, and unable to show up fully in your life. Focusing on yourself also means respecting the boundaries of others. Just as you need space to focus on your own growth and well-being, so do the people in your life. Respecting boundaries is a two-way street. And by honoring the boundaries of others, you create healthy, respectful relationships that support mutual growth and fulfillment. Focusing on yourself means taking full responsibility for your life. It means owning your choices, your actions, and the consequences of those actions. Many people go through life blaming others for their problems, but the truth is, no one is responsible for your life but you. Taking responsibility means recognizing that you are the creator of your own reality. It means understanding that while you cannot control everything that happens to you, you can control how you respond to it. You have the power to choose your thoughts, your actions, and your attitude, and those choices will determine the quality of your life. When you take responsibility for your life, you stop playing the victim. You stop blaming others for your circumstances, and you start taking action to create the life you want. Focusing on yourself means recognizing that you have the power to change your life at any moment. It means taking ownership of your goals, your dreams, and your future. But taking responsibility also means being accountable to yourself. It means setting high standards for yourself and holding yourself to those standards. It means being honest with yourself about where you are falling short and taking the necessary steps to improve. No one is going to live your life for you, and no one is going to achieve your dreams for you. It is up to you to take responsibility for your own success. Focusing on yourself is not a quick fix, it is a lifelong journey. Personal growth takes time and it requires patience. In a world that often values instant results, it can be easy to get frustrated when you don't see immediate progress. But true transformation happens slowly over time, and it requires persistence. Patience is about trusting the process. It's about understanding that growth is not always linear, and that setbacks and challenges are a natural part of the journey. Focusing on yourself means being patient with yourself as you learn, grow, and evolve. It means giving yourself the grace to make mistakes and the time to learn from them. Patience also means recognizing that lasting change takes time. If you are focused on achieving quick results, you may be tempted to cut corners or give up when things get tough. But if you are committed to the long-term process of personal growth, you will find that the rewards are worth the wait. Focusing on yourself means playing the long game and trusting that the seeds you plant today will eventually bear fruit. One of the most powerful tools for focusing on yourself is self-reflection. Self-reflection is the process of looking inward and examining your thoughts, actions, and experiences. It is through self-reflection that you gain insight into who you are, what you want, and how you can grow. Many people go through life on autopilot, reacting to events and circumstances without taking the time to reflect on their actions or choices. But focusing on yourself means making self-reflection a regular part of your life. It means taking the time to pause, reflect, and learn from your experiences. Self-reflection is not about dwelling on your mistakes or beating yourself up for your shortcomings. It is about gaining a deeper understanding of yourself so that you can make more intentional choices moving forward. It is about recognizing your strengths and celebrating your progress while also being honest about where you need to improve. Through self-reflection, you gain clarity about your goals, values, and priorities. You begin to see patterns in your behavior and thought processes, and you can make adjustments that align with your personal growth. Self-reflection is a powerful tool for self-awareness, and it is essential for anyone who is serious about focusing on themselves and achieving personal transformation. One of the most important aspects of focusing on yourself is developing habits that align with your goals. Your habits are the small, repeated actions that, over time, shape your destiny. Many people underestimate the power of habits, but it is your daily routines and behaviors that ultimately determine your success or failure in life. We often think that success is the result of one big breakthrough or a stroke of luck. But the truth is, success is built through consistent, disciplined action over time. Your habits are the foundation upon which your future is built. If you have habits that support your growth, you will move steadily towards your goals. But if your habits are destructive or unproductive, you will find yourself stuck, no matter how big your dreams are. Focusing on yourself means taking a close look at your habits and making the necessary adjustments to align them with your vision for your life. It means replacing bad habits with good ones and committing to the discipline of consistency. Whether it's exercising regularly, eating healthy, reading daily, or setting aside time for self-reflection, your habits are the key to unlocking your potential. It's important to remember that change doesn't happen overnight. Developing new habits takes time, and breaking old habits can be challenging. But with patience, persistence, and a commitment to growth, you can reshape your habits, and in doing so, reshape your life. Focusing on yourself means becoming the architect of your own habits, and by extension, the architect of your own destiny. One of the greatest barriers to focusing on yourself is the fear of failure. Many people are so afraid of failing that they never take the necessary risks to pursue their dreams or grow into their full potential. But I'm here to tell you today that failure is not something to be feared. It is something to be embraced. Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of the journey towards success. Every great achievement is built on a foundation of failures, mistakes, and setbacks. The only people who never fail are the ones who never try. Focusing on yourself means developing the courage to take risks, to step outside of your comfort zone, and to pursue your dreams, even in the face of uncertainty. When you focus on yourself, you come to understand that failure is not a reflection of your worth or ability. It is simply feedback. It is a learning opportunity, a chance to grow, and a stepping stone on the path to success. The most successful people in the world are not those who have never failed, but those who have learned to fail forward. They use their failures as fuel to keep pushing forward, to keep improving, and to keep growing. Focusing on yourself means shifting your perspective on failure. It means seeing failure not as a dead end, but as a detour, a necessary part of the process that will ultimately lead you to where you need to be. You must have the courage to fail, to learn from your mistakes, and to keep going no matter how many times you fall. This is the mindset that will allow you to achieve greatness. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces for personal transformation, and it plays a crucial role in focusing on yourself. When you cultivate a mindset of gratitude, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you have. You begin to see the abundance in your life, and you attract more of it. Many people live their lives in a state of dissatisfaction, constantly chasing after the next achievement, the next possession, or the next milestone. But focusing on yourself means recognizing that true fulfillment comes not from external achievements, but from within. Gratitude is the key to unlocking that fulfillment. When you focus on gratitude, you begin to appreciate the present moment. You stop waiting for some future event to bring you happiness, and you start finding joy in the here and now. Gratitude helps you to see that no matter where you are on your journey, you have something to be thankful for. Whether it's your health, your relationships, your opportunities, or simply the fact that you are alive and able to pursue your dreams, there is always something to be grateful for. Focusing on yourself means developing the habit of gratitude, not just for the big things, but for the small, everyday blessings. Gratitude shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance, and it allows you to approach life with a sense of joy, peace, and contentment. When you are grateful for what you have, you open the door for more blessings to flow into your life. At the heart of focusing on yourself is the practice of self-love. Self-love is not about arrogance or selfishness. It is about honoring your own worth and treating yourself with the kindness and compassion you deserve. Many people struggle with self-love because they have been conditioned to believe that they are not enough, that they are flawed, or that they are unworthy of love and success. But focusing on yourself means learning to love yourself, flaws and all. It means accepting yourself as you are, while also committing to your own growth and improvement. Self-love is the foundation of all personal development. Because if you don't love yourself, you will never believe that you are worthy of the success, happiness, and fulfillment you seek. Self-love is not about perfection, it's about embracing your humanity. It's about recognizing that you are a work in progress, and that is okay. It's about forgiving yourself for your mistakes, letting go of self-criticism, and treating yourself with the same compassion and kindness that you would offer to someone you love. Focusing on yourself means making self-love a priority in your life. It means taking care of your body, your mind, and your spirit. It means setting boundaries, protecting your energy, and surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support you. When you love yourself, you give yourself permission to pursue your dreams, to take risks, and to live authentically. Life is full of challenges, and one of the most important qualities you can develop when focusing on yourself is resilience. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, to keep going in the face of setbacks, and to maintain a sense of hope and determination, no matter what life throws at you. Focusing on yourself means understanding that challenges are a natural part of life. No one's journey is free from difficulties, but it is how you respond to those difficulties that determines your success. Resilience is not about avoiding challenges, it's about developing the strength to face them head on and the wisdom to learn from them. When you focus on yourself, you cultivate resilience by building a strong foundation of mental, emotional, and physical well-being. You develop healthy coping mechanisms. You build a support system of people who believe in you, and you adopt a mindset that allows you to see challenges as opportunities for growth. Resilience also means having faith in yourself and in your ability to overcome whatever comes your way. It's about trusting that no matter how difficult things may seem in the moment, you have the strength and the resources to persevere. Resilience is not just about surviving, it's about thriving in the face of adversity and coming out stronger on the other side. Focusing on yourself means living with intention. An intentional life is one in which you are clear about your goals, your values, and your purpose, and you make conscious choices that align with those things. Too many people live their lives on autopilot, going through the motions without ever stopping to ask themselves what they truly want or why they are doing what they are doing. But when you live with intention, every action you take is a step toward the life you want to create. You stop wasting time on things that don't matter, and you start prioritizing the things that do. You become more focused, more disciplined, and more aligned with your true purpose. Living with intention also means being mindful of the energy you bring into your life. It means being intentional about the people you surround yourself with, the environments you spend time in, and the activities you engage in. Everything you do either contributes to your growth or takes away from it. And when you live with intention, you make choices that support your highest good. Focusing on yourself means setting clear intentions for your life and following through with actions that align with those intentions. It means taking responsibility for the direction of your life and making sure that every choice you make is moving you closer to your goals. An intentional life is a life of purpose, meaning, and fulfillment. One of the most important lessons you will learn when focusing on yourself is the art of letting go. Letting go is about releasing the things that no longer serve you, whether it's old habits, limiting beliefs, toxic relationships, or past hurts. Holding on to these things only weighs you down and prevents you from moving forward in your life. Many people struggle with letting go because they fear change or because they are attached to the comfort of the familiar, even when that familiarity is harmful. But focusing on yourself means having the courage to let go of what is holding you back, even if it's difficult. It means trusting that by releasing the old, you make space for the new. Letting go is not about forgetting or pretending that certain things never happened. It's about accepting the past for what it is, learning from it, and then moving forward with a renewed sense of purpose and freedom. It's about recognizing that you cannot change the past, but you can shape your future. Focusing on yourself means letting go of resentment, bitterness, and regret. It means releasing the need for external validation and finding your worth from within. It means letting go of the fear of failure and the fear of judgment, and instead stepping into your power with confidence and self-assurance.